Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Elaine and I'm living with autoimmune disease, and today I am going to allow you into my headspace. Actually, I'm going to bring you along into my headspace, so watch out. It gets kind of tricky. There's a lot of empty boxes and things scattered around, so watch your step. I find myself in this weird predicament, and I'm kind of curious if anybody else is finding themselves in this predicament, especially those who have autoimmune disease or are immune compromised. So mask mandates have lifted. The word endemic is being used. And I find myself in this tricky spot. I've done everything I can to afford myself some protection against the virus. I have vaccinated, I've boosted, I've taken the Evusheld, still can't pronounce it, but it was the COVID antibodies. If you didn't see that video, I'll link that down below. And I do have antibodies in my blood now. That affords me the chance to at least go out and acclimate myself back into the world. But with that comes certain precautions that I still need to take. So my medical team has been working with me to try to get me back to what my pre-pandemic life looked like. Now, my pre-pandemic life was still very careful because I am immune compromised. I am the person, when they talk about moderately to severely immune compromised, that's me. I've always known that. So I have always flown in a mask. I have always had Purell sitting on my desk. I've always wiped down pretty much everything, keyboards, telephones. That's me. That was what my pre-pandemic life looked like, because I do get sick very easily. And I know when I get sick, I have to stop my medications, which keep me healthy-ish. I'm not completely healthy, but they keep me functioning. And so every time I've gotten sick, it has been very hard to regain stability. And unfortunately, right before the pandemic, I caught Influenza A. Oh my gosh, that is the sickest I have ever been. It was pretty awful. I was very sick and had to stop my medication, and I know how hard it was to regain the stability, at least that little stability that I had before I got sick. So here's the predicament I'm in. I have antibodies in my blood, and I am trying to reacclimate myself into life. Now, the mask mandate has lifted. The mask mandate, although problematic for some people and healthy people, and I get it, like my health situation is not anybody else's problem, right? And I don't want to be selfish thinking that it is somebody else's problem and I'm trying to put it on them. But the mask mandate provided me a certain level of protection. Just protection of when I go into the grocery store and did my shopping for 30, 40 minutes while I was in there. I was able to travel home for Christmas. Home for me is the Bay Area, San Francisco, Bay Area. We're in California. And I was able to fly on a plane because everybody around me was wearing a mask, including me. We even visited Disneyland because I knew that it would be safer. Masks were in place, and I knew how to Purell and live my life. And the mask mandate, I guess, provided not only a level of protection physically, but mentally. I didn't have to think about it. I knew people wearing masks, and I was wearing a mask, and if you believe it works or it doesn't work, it helps my head. So I find myself in this weird situation now because I have talked about it with my medical team, and I want to reacclimate myself to life. I need to reacclimate myself to life because I need to build a stamina. I need to get back out there. I have been kind of isolated for 2 years. My husband and I don't have children. We've been working from home. We are very blessed to have lived a very safe life. I know that everybody else wasn't afforded this opportunity, but we were. I need to build some stamina because I, right now, am on ADA accommodations at work, and I will be returning back to the office. And physically, I have got to have some stamina to get back to the office, right? It's not the sense of just rolling out of bed and walking over to the computer and doing my work for the day. I have got to actually get myself to the office, function for the 9 hours that I'm there, and make my way home. So one of the precautions in place that I need to take is my medical team has asked me to continue to wear a mask. I I'm not opposed to this. I am fine living in a mask. I have always worn a mask, as I said before. When we flew, when people were sick in the office, it was something I knew I had to do. So I'm fine wearing a mask, but here's my predicament. I find I get more strange looks now because I am out in the world and people see me wearing a mask and they don't know my situation. If you saw me on the street, you'd have no idea that I have multiple autoimmune diseases and I am immune compromised. You wouldn't know it. There's no sign on me. It's not visible. Now, I live in Los Angeles County, so it is very populated here. We are packed in like sardines here. And it's okay because I don't mind living here. I know it's not for everybody. So I am wearing a mask and I'm getting these strange looks. And I guess as an awareness piece is to please be mindful that we don't know anybody else's situation when they're out. Nobody knows that I have worked so hard at gaining some COVID antibodies so that I can go out into the world and enjoy life and try to find what my new normalcy looks like. I find that some people might judge those that are still continuing to wear a mask. Some of us, it's a matter of stability and losing the stability that we have, in the sense that if we got sick, we would have to stop our medications that we're on that are keeping us functioning, at least to a point. I'm not about to lie on this video and tell you that I am this perfectly functioning individual. No, I have my good days and my bad days, and I get flares too. That's my predicament and that's where I'm at, and it's a weird spot, and I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. I think to just be kind with where everybody is at in this. Not everybody is ready to throw away the mask. Anybody else feeling like this? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I know this video is not for everyone, and it's just where I am. It's my headspace. And I wanted to invite you in here because I think maybe other people feel the same way I do. Thank you for watching. I know it was kind of a messy video. I told you my headspace has a lot of empty boxes and there's a lot of places, so don't trip. That's where we're at. So if you like this video, if you are in the same headspace, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you. The more friends, the more better. So please subscribe. And until my next adventure, go have yours. And I have COVID antibodies, so an adventure is coming soon. I'm not gonna lie, I've been planning some things.